student, myself, Mrs. Neeta Shashikant Deshmukh. Already we started the rotational dynamics. In that rotational dynamics, we started the numericals. In that numerical, we completed some MCQ. The remaining 2 MCQs that we are going to start. See there, first is there, consider the following cases. 2 cases are given us, and as per the given cases, here, by that given information, one statement is given there. We have to check that statement is correct or not, and here downside the options are given. See there, first, consider the following cases. P, a planet revolving in an elliptical orbit. Q, a planet revolving in a circular orbit. Next, here that 2 cases are there. From that 2 cases, one statement is there. Principle of conservation of angular momentum comes in force in which of these? That means a planet revolving in elliptical orbit and a planet revolving in a circular orbit. In both cases, where there is a conservation of an angular momentum. And options are that is conservation of angular momentum is possible in the case of P. So for only for P. Second one, only for Q. Next one is that both for P and Q, and neither for P and nor for Q. Now here, as per the given that 2 cases, we have to check in which case the angular momentum remains constant. See that the planets revolving in an elliptical orbit. We know this is from the gravitation in that in 11th standard we already learned the Kepler's 3 law were there. First was there, the planets are revolving in an elliptical orbit around the sun. Second one is there, second one is there related to the area. In that the area swept by the radius vector or position vector is equal in equal interval of time. In that we learned last year हमने 11th में Kepler's law learn किए थे हमने. इसमें पहला law था all the planets are revolving around the sun. Second one is there, here 2 foci are present. It is a minor axis, it is a major axis. See there, the equal area swept by position vector or radius vector is equal in equal interval of time. It is the Kepler's second law. From that law, the equal area, that means by that planet the equal area is swept. These are the 2 positions of the planet. This area is equal to that portion also. That means here we learn that the equal area swept by the radius vector or position vector is equal in equal interval of time. From that we will get that equation we know, L is equal to twice m dA by dt. Equal area swept by a radius vector is equal in equal interval of time. That we learn. In that we know here dA by dt, it remains constant. So in this case L is a constant. L is what? It is an angular momentum. That means in first case in that elliptical orbit, here the angular momentum remains constant. So for first case, when planets are revolving in elliptical orbit around the sun, in that as per the Kepler's second law, the equal area swept by the radius vector or position vector in equal interval of time is equal. By that, in that case, in gravitation, Kepler's second law, in that the angular momentum remains constant. Next is there, a planet revolving in a circular orbit. See that when the planets are revolving in a circular orbit, so here we know the planets are revolving in that circular orbit. Here this is the velocity that we know. In that also, in circular orbit UCM is present there. In that UCM we know that linear momentum remains constant. Suppose the planet they are present here, they are going in such way, it is a tangential velocity of that planet. We know the planet is revolving along the circumference of a circle. Along the circumference of a circle. See, in that that circle having the fixed radius. Along the circumference of circle, it having the fixed radius. When the planets are revolving, they having the tangential position is going to change of that planet. It is a circular orbit. So in that they are having the linear momentum also. P is equal to m into v. It is a linear momentum. We know angular momentum is nothing but the position vector into linear momentum. So L is equal to mvr. So in that circular orbit also, when the planets are revolving in a circular orbit, in that case also that angular momentum L remains constant. So here L is an angular momentum and it is a constant. When any object is revolving in UCM, in that its radial acceleration, the acceleration which is directed toward the center, okay, and radius vector is away from the, so it is directed away from the center. So in that its radial acceleration in UCM, when particle is performing UCM, speed is constant, angular speed omega is constant, angular acceleration A also remains constant, angular momentum remains constant, and kinetic energy also constant. So second case is also correct. So that the principle of conservation of angular momentum comes in force, in which in that two cases. So our option is C option is correct for both P and Q. When the planets are revolving in elliptical orbit and the planets revolves in circular orbit, in both the cases the angular momentum remains constant. Let me move toward the next MCQ is over here. See, in that a thin hollow cylinder is rolling down and inclined without slipping at any instant. The ratio of rotational kinetic energy to translational kinetic energy to total kinetic energy. Here sphere is given us a hollow cylinder is there. Hollow cylinder. We know mi of that cylinder, it is m r square. Okay, it is rolling down. That means an inclined plane is there and it is rolling down. That means here rolling motion is there. That means the total kinetic energy means it is, we can say, the kinetic energy of that rolling. So here we have to find out the rotational kinetic energy. See, first we will write the formula. Kinetic energy of rotation. Rotational kinetic energy, how we are getting? It is 1/2 I omega square. But we know here I is equal to mr square, omega is equal to v by r. Okay, therefore here it is 1/2 mr square into v square divided by r square. So they are going to cancel. It will be 1/2 m v square. So this is the value of kinetic energy of rotation. This is first. Now we know simple formula is there. Kinetic energy in translational motion, otherwise translational kinetic energy. So kinetic energy in translational it is 1/2 m v square. This is the second one is there. Now here what they are telling, the total kinetic energy. Total kinetic energy means it is the total kinetic energy of that rolling motion. Now see here. So here we know, otherwise we can say the total kinetic energy. Otherwise we can say here the kinetic energy of that rolling. No doubt in that. The both are same. We know here it is 1/2 m v square in bracket 1 plus k square divided by r square. This is our formula. Now here we have to do some simplification. That numerator and denominator, if they both are multiple by m, then what we will get here? It is 1/2 m v square in bracket 1 plus m k square divided by m r square. That means here radius of gyration is taken. So that we know here mk square means what? Mk square is equal to I, moment of inertia. So here we will get here 1/2 m v square in bracket 1 plus I divided by m r square. Also we know I is nothing but it is m r square. This mk square is there. That means k is given. That time the moment of inertia is expressed in terms of radius of gyration. So here again putting this value, here we will get it is 1/2 m v square in bracket 1 plus m r square divided by m r square. They both will get cancelled. Here 1 will be left. That 1 plus 1 it will be 2. So finally here 1/2 mv square into 2. That 2 they are going to cancel. Here we will get it is mv square. What is the value of that? We can call it is a total kinetic energy. So all values are with us. So now we can find out the ratio. In that ratio, which terms are given in that ratio? Rotational kinetic energy, translational kinetic energy, and total kinetic energy. So here rotational kinetic energy as to translational kinetic energy as to total kinetic energy. By putting this value here, we will get it is 1/2 mv square. The ratio is there. Next is there 1/2. If you are taking capital, otherwise small, no problem. It is 1/2 mv square as to the value of last is there mv square. If we are multiplying the all terms which are present in that ratio by the 2, here we will get mv square as to mv square as to twice mv square, and finally we will get the answer 1 as to 1 as to 2. See that 1 as to 1 as to 2. So as per that the given our first option is our correct. So this way we are completing that 2 MCQs, and next MCQ we are going to take that next 2 MCQ. Let me move toward the next MCQ from the textbook. Whatever MCQ numericals that were completed, now another MCQ today. From this onwards we are going to start. See there the first, the angular speed of a flywheel making 120 revolutions per minute is. Here we have to find out the angular speed. Whatever given, n is given to us. Their options are 2 pi radian per second, second 4 pi square radian per second, third pi radian per second, and d is there 4 pi radian per second. So we will solve the first one is there. In that what is given, that we will see. The n is given to us. N is how much? It is 120 revolutions per minute. Revolutions per minute. If we see our all answers are present in the second, so that minutes we are going to convert it. So for converting that minute, what we have to convert that minute into second. So here we are getting that 2 seconds. ओके, यहाँ पे हमें एंगुलर वेलोसिटी फाइंड आउट करनी है. तो इसके लिए हमें फ्रीक्वेंसी दी गई है. गिवन फ्रीक्वेंसी जो हमें दी है वो मिनट में है. सो इफ आई चेकिंग द ऑल आंसर्स आर इन सेकंड. सो उसको हमने सेकंड में कन्वर्ट कर दी. 120 डिवाइडेड बाय 60 वी आर गेटिंग 2 सेकंड. हियर वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द एंगुलर स्पीड. व्हाट इज देयर? एंगुलर स्पीड इज देयर ओमेगा. फॉर्मूला वी नो, omega is equal to 2 pi n. So by simple is there, putting this value 2 pi as it is, and the value of n is there 2. So here we are getting the answer 4 pi per second. Here 4 pi radian per second. Its unit is there 4 pi radian per second. Angular velocity is presented. So this way we are getting our option. See there, fourth option is our correct. See there, whenever we are solving the MCQ, at that time we have to check what is given. All given quantities are in same unit or not. If they are in different unit, yes I answer yes. That time we have to make convert them. If you, as per the given answer, you can understand. So you try, you convert them, maybe in CGS, maybe in SI. If you are using as it is, that time you are not reaching up to the correct answer. Second one is that a particle moves in a circle of radius 5 cm with the constant speed and the time period 0.2 pi second. It is a capital T, 0.2 pi second. The acceleration of that particle. See that here a particle is moves in a circle. Second is that we will discuss about the given things. The particle is going to move in a circle. In that, for that circle, the radius is given. R is given to us. Okay. The omega is a constant speed. We know that, and we are getting the value of period, time period. So let me write the first all values. R is equal to how much it is? 5 centimeter. We can convert that R into meter. It is 5 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Next we are getting T. T is given. What is the value of T? It is a 0.2 pi second. Here we have to find out the acceleration. We know the formula for that acceleration. What is the formula? A is equal to omega square into R. Now see there, the particle is revolving in a circle. That circle radius is given there. Here circular motion is there, means we know circular motion, the motion of the object along the circumference of a circle with a fixed radius. So in this case, whatever acceleration, that acceleration is directed toward the center. हमें पता है as per the Newton's second law, in this case अगर force वहाँ पे present हो, so because of that force we are getting the acceleration. In that case, यहाँ पे जो force present है, that force is toward the center along the radius vector. And that radius vector is always directed away from the center. ये जो फोर्स यहाँ पे जो प्रेजेंट है, ये फोर्स हमेशा सेंटर की तरफ झुकता है. इट इज कॉल्ड एज अ सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स, अदरवाइज इट इज कॉल्ड एज अ रेडियल फोर्स. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट फोर्स वी आर गेटिंग द एक्सेलरेशन. सो the particle which is going to perform a circular motion, in this case the acceleration is a radial acceleration, otherwise it is a centripetal acceleration. These acceleration, ये भी जो हमारा acceleration है, ये भी always center की तरफ ही झुकता है. उसका झुकाव जो होता है, otherwise this acceleration is directed toward the center of a circle along the radius vector. यही acceleration हमें find out करना है. यहाँ पे हम ओमेगा, we know the relation in between the omega and time period. That relation we are going to put. क्या मालूम है हमें? ओमेगा is equal to 2 pi divided by t. अगर हम देखेंगे तो t की वैल्यू 2 pi divided by the value of t 0.2 pi. This we are going to solve. यहाँ पे हमें acceleration find out करना है. इस केस में जो acceleration है वो centripetal acceleration है. Otherwise we can say it is a radial acceleration. Putting this value, what is the value of omega square? So here 2 pi divided by 0.2 pi bracket square into 5. ये जो हमें रेडियस मिली है वो रेडियस सेंटीमीटर में है, उसको हमने मीटर में कन्वर्ट करके लिए इंटू 10⁻². यहाँ पे हमें मिलेगा सीधे 4 pi square divided by 0.04 pi square into 5 into 10⁻². हम यहाँ पे जो ये जो 4 है, ये इस 4 को कैंसिल होगा, लेकिन हम यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे? इट इज -2. See, we can write in simple way that pi square they are going to cancel. 4 divided by 4 into 10⁻² into 5 into 10⁻². यहाँ से हमने ये डेसिमल चेंज करके इसको इन द पावर ऑफ 10 में कन्वर्ट कर लिया. ये जो है 10⁻², when it will reach up, it is become to plus and it is going to cancel. So here we will get 5 into 10⁻² into 10⁻²+2. That means we are getting the answer. It is a 5 इसका जो यूनिट है मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. Here we are finding the acceleration. Acceleration, ये जो acceleration इस केस में है centripetal acceleration है, otherwise we can call it is a radial acceleration. See, in that the option is present there. Okay. So such way we are completed our second MCQ. Now we are going to complete third one. See there, simple है. R जो दिया सेंटीमीटर में उसको हमने मीटर में रिलेशन है, एज पर द रिलेशन हमने वैल्यू पुटअप की है, हमें फॉर्मूला मालूम है, द फॉर्मूला फॉर द सेंट्रीपिटल एक्सेलरेशन A is equal to omega square into r. By putting this simple calculation is there, substituting that value, finally we are getting the answer 5 meter per second square. See यहाँ पे ये हमारा फर्स्ट आंसर करेक्ट है, इस केस में हमारा डी आंसर करेक्ट है. नाउ वी मूव टुवर्ड द थर्ड नंबर, थर्ड एमसीक्यू. See there, a car of a mass 800 kg moves on a circular track of a radius 40 meter if the coefficient of friction is 0.5, then maximum velocity with which car can move is, we have to find out V max. So whatever given that we are going to write, but these things are given is the mass, it is 800 kg, radius of that circular track r, it is 40 meter, it is already in CGS, then mu, it is the coefficient of the friction, so unit is not present for that mu. Here value of g is given, g is equal to 9.8 meter per second, acceleration gravity is there, so it is a meter per second square. Square is left here. Okay, so these values are here. If you remember in that rotational dynamics, हमने पहले भी बताया था, rotational dynamics is the combination of a circular motion and rotational motion. उसमें हमने यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन देखा था, उसके बाद हमने उसके एप्लीकेशन देखे थे. उसका पहला एप्लीकेशन था द व्हीकल मूव्स ऑन अ सर्कुलर ट्रैक, हमने ये देखा हुआ था. इफ यू रिमेंबर, द व्हीकल मूव्स ऑन ए सर्कुलर ट्रैक. यहाँ पे जो मिलती है हमें रेडियस मिलती है, this is the radius of that circular track. Here that vehicle is going to present, see that we have learned. And हमने वहाँ पे एक और डायग्राम देखी थी, उसमें हमने वर्टिकल सेक्शन लिया था. Whatever is shown the circular track, इसका हमने वर्टिकल सेक्शन लिया था. उस वक्त we know here center is present and here the vehicle is going to present. उस circular track पे vehicle present था. तो उस वक्त उसके ऊपर जो forces थे, कौन से forces थे? Due to their weight mg, the force is present. The force is vertically in downward direction. दूसरा जो force था, due to the normal reaction, the force is present here. Some cases, some normal reaction के लिए we can take capital N, otherwise capital R. So normal reaction. That normal reaction is directed vertically upward direction. You can see the normal reaction which is present in vertical direction and the weight mg which is acting on that body vertically downward direction. They both are balancing to each other. और उसके बाद हमने देखा था in between the tires and the surface of a road, one force is present there. That force is the friction force. That force gives the necessary centripetal force. कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट अगर सर्कुलर मोशन में रिवॉल्व करता है तो फॉर इट्स मोशन द सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स इज वेरी नेसेसरी एंड दैट सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स इज बैलेंसेस बाय द फ्रिक्शन फोर्स. ये फ्रिक्शन फोर्स कहाँ पे प्रेजेंट होता है? दैट फ्रिक्शन फोर्स इज प्रेजेंट इन बिटवीन द टायर्स ऑफ द व्हीकल एंड द रोड सरफेस. सो ये सब कैलकुलेट करके हमें यहाँ मिला था Fs मिला था. Fs इज कंट्रोल mv² अपॉन r एंड देन n इज बैलेंसेस टू mg. ये हमने उस एप्लीकेशन में सॉल्व किया था. फॉर दैट एप्लीकेशन स्टेट बोर्ड में 2 मार्क के लिए पूछा जा सकता है. हम थोड़ी थ्योरी रिवाइज कर रहे हैं. हमें यहाँ पे ये जो फाइंड आउट करना है तो फॉर फाइंडिंग द आंसर्स ऑफ एमसीक्यू हमें थ्योरी परफेक्टली मालूम होनी चाहिए. इन डीप वी शुड स्टडी डीप. हमने ये सब कुछ सॉल्व करके हमें एक वहाँ पे फार्मूला मिला था, वो था वी मैक्स. हमें क्या फाइंड आउट करना है? टू फाइंड द मैक्सिमम स्पीड, द मैक्सिमम वेलोसिटी विथ विच कार कैन मूव. ऑलरेडी ये जो कार है इस सर्कुलर ट्रैक पे मूव कर रही है. हमने उसके सारे फोर्सेस, कौन से फोर्सेस उसके ऊपर एक्ट है, सब कुछ हमने देखा है. अब हमें जो फार्मूला यूज करना है टू फाइंड द वी मैक्स. हमें मालूम है, आई थिंक यू रिमेंबर द फार्मूला. वी मैक्स इज नथिंग बट इन रूट म्यू आर जी. अगर हम देखेंगे तो सारे वैल्यूज हमारे पास हैं. बाय पुटिंग ऑल दिस वैल्यू, म्यू इज नथिंग बट 0.5, r is 40 and that acceleration due to gravity it is 9.8. Simple mathematical calculation is there. Here when 5 multiplied to 40 it will become 200, but by that decimal point it will become 20 into 9.8. Here we are getting the double of that 9.8. 6 when carry is there by 1. 2 8s are 16 when carry 18 and 19. Decimal point is on there. This is the value of V max, but the answer is present in the square root. It is present in root, but we can know it is a square of a specific number. We can find in the square root of that. V max is equal to 14. What is way how to find out the velocity? Meter per second. So here we are getting the value. It is the maximum speed of a car that is traveling on a circular path. Such way we are getting this value. This is the last. So such way we are completed in this lecture our 3 MCQs and the remaining 8 MCQs of textbook. Now we will stop here. Next MCQ we will learn in the next video. Thank you.